Well, I'm sorry about yesterday's ending. I'm a meathead. It was late, okay? I hadn't eaten dinner and it was really late, and I actually hadn't eaten since morning, and it was bedtime already, and I was goofing things up. But I'm exactly the same place I was before. So we're going to go have a wee looky around. Now the first thing I'm going to, you know what, just snag that while I can. We are going to go, well, first of all, to visit somebody else's farm. You click on the escape button and you actually say exit game. We're not actually exiting the game, we're exiting our farm. Okay, so have a clicky. Yes, I do want to leave this. And here it's showing you little hints and tips. 3 days. 3 days, there is a new event. I have no idea what it is, but I will be showing you. So now we can go to my other farms if you want to, and I'm going to save that for now. We're going to go to other people's farms because there's a good reason for it. We're going to find a farm. I find this really strange doing this without asking permission from people, but they are public. They are open to the public for people to come and see them. And quite frankly, most of these people will not be on their farms when we get there. So I don't know, whatever. Find a name you like. What I'm going to look for is something that's relatively high because it will be bigger. Something that has, lower numbers of people in it, because you don't want to go someplace where it's all crowded. Somebody who's got a bunch of numbers like this. They've been around for a while. There's probably some cool things going on the farm. Questing and harvesting, which sometimes means some of these you can replant. There are some custom settings that I'm going to be showing you guys. He's got a fair bit of, let's go there. What is that? 82. I actually don't know what that is because you don't see it everywhere, and I'm not used to actually seeing that. Let's go to 250. That is a maxed out. That's crazy. Wow. I think that's as high as they go. Yeah, there were 2 people there, but it doesn't matter. This game encourages you to be nice to each other. You will get all kinds of lovely bonuses by being nice to other people. There's no downside. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. So everything I harvest on this person's farm goes to them. Okay? All the money, all the crops, all the whatever. But if there is like an event going on where I need X number of peaches. If there's a quest where an event going on that says I need to get 100 peaches, but I can only plant 25 peach trees at a time, so I can get my 25, and every hour it's going to take me 4 hours to get the 100, and then the next level it wants 400, and the next level it wants 800. I can go to other people's farms and harvest their peach trees too, right? So it'll add up a lot quicker, and that's why I would have 25 on each of my farms, so I can go to all of mine and get that 100 real quick. But anyway, I'm trying to earn more tickets, sign the guest book. I'm going to say okay. Now I'm going to look around here. Okay, there's lots of things going on. The first thing you're looking for at somebody else's farm is a gas tank. I did not know that the first umpteen freaking times I went to somebody else's farm, and I was doing it one by hand. I didn't know. Now that one looks like these have all just been used very recently. Can you see at the okay, this one, you see this gas station is full. The others weren't. Now I can go here. If I click on M for map, these orange ones are quest things. If I do those, I'm helping this person fulfill a quest. And the fact that it's got the little grid on it here, that shows me that they're ready to harvest. This is for a quest, but there's nothing to harvest there right now. And what I can do, each of these numbered things are stations that we will be putting in at some point too, that will allow me to go to that spot. But you know what? I'm right here. So I am going to go, I think it's over here. And my direction gets mucky sometimes, but I think I hit M again, and yes, I am standing over that spot because they can't even see me. And I am going to click, and see, I'm helping them fulfill a quest. And I am going to replow always. A lot of people don't. They will come to your farm, they'll take all your crops and leave the plowing to you because they're just trying to get through as quickly as possible for something that will be good for them. But I always replow because it just seems polite. I always replow. Now I want you to look at the little picture of me again in the upper left hand corner. Now we see another little circle. And it's got a little lightning bolt in it, and you're just starting to see that it's filling up around the circle as well. And beside it, it says 5M. That's 5 minutes. That means I have helped this person enough that when I get back to my own farm, for the next 5 minutes on my farm, I am going to get bonuses to experience for my farm and my crops. Every time I harvest something, I'm going to get 2 of them instead of 1. I'm going to get double fruit, double vegetables. I'll have more things to sell. And when you're doing flowers, it really makes a difference. I have one farm that I won't even harvest my flowers until I've done this and worked up an hour's worth of time. Because it means the difference in millions and millions of dollars. Like it's off the charts. It's so much that I will always go. I've got a series of plants or flowers that can only be harvested once a week. So I will go and do this for a few minutes on somebody else's farm. I'll crank up some bonuses for my own time. And then I go and harvest my plants. And I will not make quite double the amount of money, but I make a lot more money. It's definitely worth doing. And I get to be kind and help somebody else. So I'm doing these. I'm going to go and find more. You know what? I can come do this one. Something over here is good for their questing too. Is that the one? That is not the one. They want quest done. It was over here someplace, wasn't it? Not that either. Where the heck did I go? I went the wrong direction. Yep, it's on the other side instead of this one. Good job. I'm going to come back and clean up the mess I've made here anyway, so it'll be fine. Oh, goodness. Okay, they're doing them too. That's good. Somebody else is helping. That's not the right one either. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to leave this alone. Maybe it's here. This is the one. I finally found it. I'll just let them finish that then. Now, I'll be honest, with things like flowers, some people don't know how to set the settings on their farm. I don't let people harvest my flowers. I just don't. There's too much money to be made and or wasted, because if somebody else harvests my flowers and I get 100,000 per flower, but I do this first and help someone else out, and then I go back to my farm and I'm getting 150,000 per flower, it's a waste to let somebody else do flowers. So for the most part, I don't allow people to do flowers. Now, if I have, worked up a good hour of bonus time, and I'm at 16 minutes already, it goes very fast. If I've worked up a good time and I've harvested all my flowers, I might then turn flower harvesting on, just because the only ones that will be available are the ones that take a half an hour or part of the day. The big money makers that can take me 5 to 7 days to wait on won't be available for a week anyway. So it's okay. But sometimes I would say, if you're playing the game, if you're unsure about something to harvest that could be causing a person problems, just don't do it. If somebody is waiting on, if they do like I do with the animals, where I only feed them, up until they've got a full batch of product in, and then I don't feed them anymore, and then I don't want them harvested. I want them to sit there waiting until I get a quest that comes up that needs them to be harvested. So I don't allow people to harvest my animals either. It just makes the game easier for me to play. But this sort of thing where I'm actually helping with a quest or these field crops, go for it. Absolutely. Do lots and lots and lots of the field crops. And be kind and replow, because everybody asks for people to replow. So, and lots don't. Lots and lots of people just don't bother. But always look for the gasoline first, because I didn't know that. And I have come in here and harvested fields bigger than this, a lot bigger than this, one at a time by hand, because I didn't know about the tractor. I didn't have a clue. So I hope I can help you not be clueless. Oh my goodness, no kidding. This is the clueless episode. It's cute. Oh, that person's even replanting. And that is another thing I could, some farms will let you and some won't. The whole replanting thing, I could check the questing here. What do they have for quests? They have peach trees. There are things I could be, shallots are already done. Is there anything? Purple daffodils, animals, quince, green tea, mulberries. Okay, so there's, yeah, there. I could look, and if, you know, they needed a bazillion peanuts, then I could certainly be in here, you know, replanting peanuts for them, kind of thing. And you will notice these were just being planted, right? They were just replanting this stuff. And see how it's ready already? That's because they have the mod too. Yipper. The mod used to work where you could plant something on somebody else's farm, but you had to leave, log out, log right back in, and then if, you know, and it would be ready. It would be ready instantly. It was really, really quick. Even if it was something that took a while. If you left and came back, it was done already. It was kind of cool. It seems to have changed a little bit in the last while, but if you go to somebody's farm and you see them planting and harvesting and you can't, I would suggest you log out and log back in, and then it'll probably all be ready for you. Especially if it's an event thing. I mean, for something like this, it's just, I'm just making the money. I'm not doing anything in particular here. But now, I feel like I need to finish this just to be polite. Because I've got half an hour of time here, and then we're going to run to one of my farms, and we're going to make some big bucks tonight. It's going to be awesome. But it's a huge, huge difference. And what I need to do is show you the price of something when I don't have that bonus on. And then do this and go back and click on it again, showing you the difference, because it is a lot of money. And if I hadn't gone on so blasted long, I could have shown you and it would have worn off really quick. And then you could have seen. But there's no way we're waiting 34 minutes. I just feel like I've still got some of their gasoline in my tank, and I might as well just finish. It just feels like a nice thing to do. Just finish this field, you know, get on with it. Now, the one farm that I'm about to go to, I haven't been there in a while, as you'll see. I mean, I logged in one day just to check on if there was an event going on, and there wasn't. So, but some of these I haven't been into in a couple of weeks. There is a gold bonus. You will get, and this is another good reason, just make a whole bunch of farms right at first, okay? You're going to get a 1,000 per day bonus on farms. 1,000 gold per day. So if you create 4 farms and you don't even play this game for a month, when you come back, you're going to have like 32,000 gold per day, per farm. You just have instant money to start working with. Because if you haven't been there in 30 days, you'll have 30,000 gold waiting for you. So I would say start them. Absolutely start them, even if you don't intend to play them right away. It is worth it. Now, you see, I have spent, what, it's been about 10 minutes here, maybe not even that, 8 minutes? And I have 40 minutes of bonus time to go home to, which is kind of sweet. You definitely get a lot more than you give, but I'm still doing something nice for someone else. And it's kind of nice. And you can leave if you leave the game running, you have to be in the game for this to happen. But if you just leave the game running overnight, you may find that somebody shows up at your farm and does the same thing for you. So I'm going to say exit game again. Now, I usually talk and say, hello, thanks for being here. I like your farm. You know, I kind of do that stuff, but because I'm recording it, I feel a little weird doing this. So I'm going to Fantasy Farm, which is my biggin, which is a complete disaster at the moment, but oh well. It grew organically, okay? It grew organically. And I have different, see, I haven't been here in 21 days. 21,000, thank you. I'm going to click on this immediately because I can take the gold. I can come over here. Once you get this pawn shop building, I can spend gold to buy anything I want that I might need for various things. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is go to, you know what? I will start right here because my fuel tank is full because I filled it up before I left. These, with the bonus, I want you to look in the bottom left-hand corner, the Cabrera Daisies at 118 level, and as you level up, you get more and more money. See my little farmhand over here picking up eggs? Bless his little heart. I am going to be getting 283,000 plus per plant. Money goes up really fast at this point. And of course, if you click on the wrong button, this was the farm that had 4.5 billion gold until I clicked wrong on that blasted mod. And now I have not even a billion. Tis a harsh and terrible thing. Now these, I've got the automatic waterers in them, and I'm getting the bonus. And also look, see, it says 2 flowers. If you look at the thing, the first is the amount of money you get, the amount of experience you're going to get, which is a bonus as well. I'm getting a lot more experience than I would be by having that I helped someone else bonus on me. And I'm getting 2 flowers per plant. I don't get twice the money per plant, but it's definitely more than 1.5. It's quite a lot. And I have got a lot of these plants planted. This is my big money maker here. If I pop in here and do this once a week, even if I don't do anything else, this is where I'm going to make the most experience and the most money. And this section here is got a lot of them. And they're all in these random bits and pieces, and I've just stuck them in because I needed some extra money and I had a spare spot, and it's the farm is kind of a mess. It was really beautiful once upon a time. And then it just started getting a little sloppy around the edges. I'm going to get these. This is not an efficient way to farm. These little blips and blobs, this is ridiculous. This is not the way to do it, guys. But I was really trying hard to get, more money because I wanted to recycle. And what recycling does, it will give me a portion of everything I've paid. So if I paid money, it's going to give me part of the money back. I think it's half, maybe. If I paid diamonds, it'll give me some diamonds back. Whatever. You keep your houses. You keep your levels. You keep any land that you've bought, because we start out with one tiny little square in the middle, and then all the rest of this gets bought as you go, right? So you keep all your land. You keep your levels, your plants, your animal levels, everything like that. But other than the houses and what's in them, I believe everything else, there's one kind of storage bin that you get to keep, a warehouse. All the barns and stuff for storage will be gone. And then you have this great big property and pots of money and diamonds and all the things, and you can just start building. You can make it as pretty as you want it, or make it as specialized as you want it. And it's kind of, it sounds like fun. A little bit sad because I was going to do this about a year, or not a year ago, but at the early part of the year, and then just couldn't bring myself to do it. It's like, no, can't quite manage. I like my little farm. Not this part so much, but so the money is hugely different. Like it just, and I'm, look at this. Like I've made millions. I have 800 million, and now I'm up over 1 billion just while doing this. And I have a lot more of these to go. I got these planted all over the place. But I'm sure you've had enough of seeing this. So I'm going to end here, okay? This is the bonus of helping someone else out. You get to come home and help out yourself a heck of a lot too. We will be looking at some of the houses. I'll be giving you guys a few little wee tours of my farm here. The parts that are tourable and not terrible. Ha ha ha, pun. But yeah, it's a fun little game. I quite like it. It can be very creative and very pretty. I have a carnival and I have a campground, and there's lots of fun little things you can add to it. It's not just farming like this. But you know what? You got to make the money, right? You got to make, it's just like life. If you want to have the fun things, you got to get out and put in your hours every day and get the job done. So, and I can watch all my favorite things on Facebook, on Netflix, and on BritBox and Amazon Prime and Disney Plus, and catch up on all the movies and series that I love while doing this. It's good. It's good. So if you decide to play the game, plan on helping somebody. Absolutely. And I'm going to say thank you for being here. I hope you're enjoying this little game. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's just so peaceful and so lovely. And I get to play with animals and do fun things. And when I recycle this, it's going to be about making it beautiful. And I will be starting over a lot of very, very, there's so much. This place is so big. Oh my God, it's so big. And there's so much to go on. It's going to be a little intimidating, but I will have everything available to get that done too. So it should be it's going to be a very creative time. It's absolutely going to be a very, very creative time. And I wanted that right there. That was my big goal, is to have those rows of lovely flowers, all those beautiful colors. I've been to the Netherlands, and you travel through the country and you see these farms with these just glorious rows of flowers, and it's just colored like that. And it was so beautiful, and I said, yep, that's what I want. And I didn't really do it all that well. Parts of it are done beautifully, but it needs some help. At any rate, I'm going to finish this because this is not a whole lot of fun. It can't be fun to watch. And I will say thank you for being here one more time. I hope you enjoy the mod. I hope you're learning. If you have questions about the game, please let me know. I've got a lot more hints and tips about using how I handle animals. There may be better ways, but this is working really well for me. And how to have a lot of that stuff automated. Definitely how to automate the fish, because man, you can make that a very, very profitable and really easy if you build it right. And there's some other things I got to tell you yet. Until I see you next time, live your life happy, guys, and let's build it beautiful. Bye-bye.